Good day, everybody. I'm just gonna start this round out, just a contractor run. I'm noticing a lot more spawn killing, so I try to get out of my starting area and into a new spot fairly quickly. Alright, I'm gonna try out a couple new guns. Mainly, I just want to try this AP round. Armor piercing might help out. I've been taken down pretty quick to some people, and I'm trying to figure out how. Alright, well, it appears that this gun has some good thumping power. I do not like the triple shot, and I do not like full automatic, but that's my preference. We got a straggler here. Let's see if he's friendly or if this is going to be a devastating game start. Alright, not keying up in the mic is not a good sign for me, so I'm going to keep my eye on this person and move along. Alright, I'm not a real big fan of a start like this. Now I have to keep my eye on this guy. What's this? Is that even another one? What kind of start is this? Alright, I haven't started with two people on a contractor map this close. Either they're friends, but it's hard to find two friendly people on a contractor map. So now this is really aggravating because I'm in the middle. Well, I want to try out this new gun, but I'm also looking for some gunpowder and a few other supplies to finish up the last of my quests. Hopefully these two guys don't team up on me, but I guess it's part of the game. Alright, so there's probably like 4 or 5 guards in this camp, and one up in that tower. That is definitely a real player sneaking up on the side there to the top of that tower. But there's also another real player on the back side of this tent, and he's shooting scavengers. But since they're not shooting at each other, it makes me think they're on the same team, and I'm stuck in the middle. The situations we get ourselves into, and the choices we make. Alright, gotta check, make sure I'm on single fire. Time to make a move. Alright, oh, there he is. Wonder if he sees me. Nope. Well, I can't take the risk. Alright, since he came from below the tower over there, my guess is his friend is still in the tower and that they are together. So I'll change my position to hopefully get his friend to turn his head a little bit and look around for me. Sleep well, my friend. Trapping yourself in that tower, unless you're really good, is not a great thing to do. You have no cover, and somebody can just sit there and run the clock out on you. My guess is they thought that this camp was empty, and they would have one guy up there being a lookout. I'm just an average gamer, but we all have our moments, right? That was pretty fun. Alright, well, that should be all the contractors in this area, hopefully for a little bit. I need to move out of here and go to another spot. It's kind of odd, this guy didn't have any kind of a backpack. They might be doing a naked run or something. But I really want to go up into the tower and see what the other guy has. But I don't want to make the same mistake as he did and trap myself up at the top with nowhere to go. There is high value loot over in the graveyard. If you go to the main stone there, the biggest one in the back, it should be sitting right in the front. So I am enjoying this gun. For the price, it's probably better than some of its better guns, just because you can use AP rounds. Oh, it looks like we got a couple more contractors. I'm gonna have to change up my game plan. So another helpful tip is find out whatever round you can buy that is the most expensive. If it's anything that's like the armor piercing $6,000 rounds or the $14,000 rounds or $17,000 rounds, whatever you can buy that's the most expensive, and run that. You're gonna get more kills, you're gonna stay alive longer. Also, bullet placement makes a huge difference. If you shoot the gaps in the armor, you're not hitting the armor and you're going right in. I might make a video to go over this in the shooting range, but even with the full face helmet, I was shooting in the eyeball and it'd be a one-shot headshot every time, no matter what gun, what ammo. But if I was over slightly, I would hit the helmet and I wouldn't even do damage. All right, I'm gonna rest up just a touch. Get these adrenaline surges, and then you have to calm down and build yourself up and then go back out. Such a great game. All right, well, since I'm in the area, I'm just gonna cruise over to the graveyard and show you guys where this high value loot spawns. I've picked it up here twice. It depends on what kind of loot it is. I've got a goblet and I've got a ring before. Yeah, it's just right over here on my right, but I'm gonna check this body first. I also run solo a lot, so if anybody wants to run around with me, I'm all game. I play a lot. I play a lot of different hours of the day. So, hit me up if you want to play. So it looks like my bag is pretty empty. I do need to go and get some loot. I didn't just come in for a free run. I did just come to check out this gun, but this is kind of like a scavenger run for me too. I think I'm gonna head down to the town, see if I can find some high value loot there. Show you just kind of like my main run. After you've played quite a few rounds, you'll see areas that you spawn in. Not necessarily the same exact spawn, but I'm just saying areas. So if you spawn in a certain area, you should have a path that you normally run, that you pick out your high value loots, your figurines, whatever kind of thing you're doing, and then fine tune that run over and over. Like you could go farmhouse to the town, to the mall, or you could change it up and go from there. You can go to the mall, or you can go to the high rise. But once you start doing a few runs, you're going to get comfortable enough to where you'll know that when you're at one of those places, there's going to be some good loot right over here that you can sneak off and grab. Or, you know, if the action gets a little bit too much, you might have to wait it out for a little bit if you're solo, or at least that way you'll have a few places that you'll know that you can hide that aren't normal places. Because all these places here, people are going to run in, try to grab this gun, and the building over here next to me, there's a backpack sometimes, but people know this, and so they're going to come to these places trying to grab these quick items and run. You can use that knowledge to your advantage. I mean, If you hear somebody coming in and you're in one of these hot places, don't be in the room that they're definitely coming in. You can kind of hide off to the side and wait until those footsteps are gone. Chances are they're only going to be there for 5 minutes or less and run out. So keep an eye on your clock. That's the best tip. All right, I'm gonna probably head over to the town next. I want that golden figurine, so I'm still searching for that. I've got some pretty good time left. I could consider hitting up the mall. But usually around the 20-minute marker, I start looking for my exit and my strategy of getting out. Alright, so I thought I seen players down there earlier, so I'm just trying to pop off a few, see if anybody comes out or whatever, while I'm still at the range where I can get away if I have to. There's only a few things that I'm looking for in this area. And that really is blue tape and a few other essential items for quests. However, there's not really a good chance of them spawning over here. But in this house, there are some TVs and I'm looking for high value loot. Well, it doesn't appear to have any luck this time, but this is a really hot spot to check. All right, and if I have made it this far, I should check the grocery store for the figurine and high valued loot. There are 2 computers in there as well, and they can spawn GPUs and CPUs. High valued loot right here. One of the best things you can find searching for high valued loot is what I call a bonus body. And an even better bonus is when they have not been looted. Score. That'll trade for an LMG. But I don't have that unlocked yet, so it's just a score. Alright, so as you start collecting loot, it becomes a little bit more nerve-wracking. I don't know where these enemies are. I don't know if they're real players. The sounds just become a little bit different. It would be kind of cool if they made like a temperature meter on the bodies so you could tell how fresh the kill was. So I knew if I had to be a little bit more cautious or if they've been dead a while. Alright, I don't want to run the clock out, so I want to get moving. Hopefully I can even grab a little bit more loot. But if there's another player right out here, it sounds like, so I might have to lay low for just a minute and try to sneak out. Okay, well, hopefully it's been long enough. I'm gonna try to go now. Oh, just another scavenger. But I still think there's a real guy out there running around. Somebody who killed that other guy in the shop there. I'm still on the hunt for the gold bar and the gold figurine too. And what other kind of loots there are. I mean, I just recently found a golden goblet, and I'd never seen that before other than the quest. Alright, I'm going to quickly get out of here. I'm going to hug the opposite side of the wall that I normally would, just because I want to keep my eye on the field and I want to have at least one side covered and know what's going on this side. There are a lot of scavenger over here, but I'm just hoping to lay low and hide. Alright, so I'm going to be coming up onto a spawn location, which kind of sucks, but hopefully there's nobody spawning in here. There is a high value loot down there, so I'm going to try for it, I hope. But I'm not hearing a whole lot of noises, so it sounds like it's kind of doable, hopefully. Kind of looks to have been looted. Still gonna look around just a little bit though. Man, you just never know what you come across here. Well, what do we have here? That's not a scavenger weapon. Definitely take that and run. Maybe that was that other guy's gun. Anyhow, that was a good score right before the end of the extraction. That had at least 2 accessories, maybe 3. Maybe even a flashlight on the other side that I wasn't looking at. I can't wait. Alright, just gonna double check, make sure there's no stragglers here, and then I'm gonna extract. But hope you enjoyed watching. It was a pretty good run for me. Got a little bit of loot. Got a couple good kills. Yeah, that military camp was kind of fun. Those 2 guys probably hated me for a minute. But have a good day, everybody. 200K plus some goodies. Good night.